my wonderful viewers, welcome to yet another episode of Talking Thoughts. My name is Isabel, and guys, today we have a guest in our studio, though I didn't prepare you that we'll be having such shows, but here it is. So I'm going to allow my guest to just introduce herself.
Thank you, Isabel. My name is June Kemunto, and I'm happy to be here today. I hope you're going to enjoy, because whatever we're going to discuss, I believe you learn a lot. And it's a process, yeah, even as you are learning.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. So, June, we are very grateful for honoring our invitation and coming to our show today. And guys, we are going to have amazing conversation, and we are going to learn. And remember, it is Talking Thoughts. Whatever we'll be saying here is just our thoughts. You also have your perspective, which you can address in the comment section. And guys, before I forget, kindly please support us, subscribe, view, and comment. And God will bless us all together. Yeah, so straight to our conversation. So June, if I may ask,
yes.
While you were growing up, sorry guys, I've not even told you what we are talking about. We are talking about age and achievement. That is our topic. Sorry for that. So we want to talk about age and achievement and anything in between, okay? Anything that will come, we'll also talk about. So June, while growing up, did you really maybe have like what you'd want to achieve at a particular age? Like the way we grow up and we say that maybe at this age I would want to be this and something like that. Did you?
Yeah, of course, as a child, growing up, we had so many things in mind that we want to do. I remember when we were kids, we used to be asked, what do you want to be? And some kids would say, I want to be a pastor. And another would say, I want to be a police. And the mom is like, a police?
Yeah.
A pastor?
A pilot, most of them.
Yeah, because when growing up, there were these assumed like careers in which gonna
highly profile,
highly profile or a lot of money.
Yeah, coming associated with it, which maybe it's not even the truth.
Yeah. So when you'd say, I want to be a pastor, they'll be like, a pastor.
Pastor doesn't have
just
money.
earn peanuts.
Yeah.
Again, if you say, I want to be a police, they're like, and the police are corrupt.
Yeah. It's not like they parents never used to value such a career and all that. Yeah.
But growing up for me, I was like, I want to be a lawyer. That's what I wanted to be.
Really? You do?
Yes, I wanted to be a lawyer.
So maybe you let us know how it goes. Are you a lawyer or something? Will you change? A story for another day.
Yeah, but I do something totally different.
Yeah.
But now, I wanted to be a lawyer, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted. Because when you grow up, you realize that there are things that interfere with with what you want to be.
Maybe what you want to do.
Yeah. Like for when I was growing up, I was reaching a certain age. I think it was when I was in campus, and then someone was like, you know, if you are a lawyer, you have to be corrupt. There are things you have to do which are not.
You have to lie.
You have to lie.
Because you are defending your client, whether they are on the right or wrong side, you
side.
definitely have to defend.
Yeah, so, it was so narrow because I came to realize that being a lawyer, you can be a lawyer in a different aspect that can also allow you work hand in hand with your religion.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So that aside, so things changed. But now, when you look at while I was growing up, again, there are things like I would say what we envision. First of all, what I want to be.
Yeah.
Then it didn't happen. Now you're here. That is now another pressure on its own, because now you realize that this is what I would have done. But now because society has a different perception of things, you do something different. Yeah.
Very true, thank you. But let me just ask, maybe you wanted to be a lawyer and you were like, I've gone to maybe my early education, that ECD, then you are in primary, then you went to high school. Then now after high school, I think that's when we all kind of grow up and maybe just start thinking properly. Did you have maybe a time limit, like I need to go to university by 4 years, maybe at 22 you're done? Did you have like by this age, like let me say for example, by 25, I want to be a practicing lawyer or whatever course you are doing? For me, I'm a teacher, so I would ask like, did I have like maybe at 25 or 24, 23, I now want to start practicing my profession? Did you have that time limit, like that time limit to achieve your dream?
Yeah. Of course. I was like personally at imagine at 25, I was like, hey, by then nitamaliza campus, and then after finishing my campus again, I'll be what I want to be. Like, you go for attachment. What do? I think this one is we should also encourage these young people, because you have this thing in mind that I'll go for attachment. After attachment,
I'll get
they'll retain me,
be absorbed and all that,
and then I'll start working and earn good money. So me, by that time, while finishing campus, I was like, now I'll get a job. You know, I'm going for this internship. Even when I was applying for that attachment, I was very serious with it, because I knew this is what I want to do, and I'm going to be retained there. Because those who were there before, they were like, maybe nili retain you where I was, you know. So that kind of thought. Now even for me, I'll be retained there
at a certain age.
So by around 25, 26, I'll be done. I'll be having my own
career. You'll be in your career professionally, doing well and all that.
The first year I'm employed. The second year now I'm envisioning now I'll get married.
Have kids.
I'll have kids. You know, and then this thing of I'll have kids by this age, so that by the time I get to 30, I'm done.
You are done, you know. I understand, by the way. So for me, while growing up, I didn't have really a clear vision of maybe an age that I would want to maybe get married. I just found myself getting married. I know we are so many out here, and that's how it happened. But I'm like, for you said you had a time limit, like at this age also. Now that at 23 or 24 or 25, if you want to have your job, then after job, of course, family, right? So did you achieve it? Like, okay, you didn't become a lawyer, it's okay, but you are in another profession. But did your achievement went with your age that you had planned? Did they go hand in hand?
No. We're living in Kenya. Things are different. The way you plan things, you've heard of that thing saying that we're grown between the different. So you plan, but you know, we say we plan, but God orders our steps.
Exactly, which is very important.
So for me, I planned that by this age, I should be done, school done, marriage done,
maybe start having kids and all that.
Then I realized that all these were delayed by maybe 2 years later. 2 years later. So I can say it didn't match. Achievement for me
did not match. But I feel like even if it did not match, but it wasn't a big margin. You know. So for you wouldn't even feel pressure that comes with age. But you know, there are people who maybe they are at 35, maybe at almost turning to 40, but they still don't have a very well established career. Maybe they don't have family and all that, and so they are into some pressure. You know, like, I'm getting old, like, when will I get a partner? For them who are in marriage, because some are also not in marriage or having kids. So those are pressure that comes with age, right? So for you are better, because even if it delayed, at least it's delayed with only maybe 2 years or 3. That's not a margin, right? And for them who are in such situation, like, what can you advise them? Maybe
what I can say is that there's this verse, I don't know if it's Isaiah, I don't want to quote it wrong, but it says that when the time is right, I, the Lord, shall make it happen. So sometimes we want to rush, you know, like, I see it by 30, I should be driving, or I should have my own home, you know, but things don't turn the way you had planned, because it's not us to plan. We have to leave it in the hands of God. So some of us, we plan, and then we get frustrated, and we crash, and everything goes down like that, you know. So the best thing is that, yes, you can plan, but
it's good to have a plan, guys. It's good to have a plan. You cannot just live without a plan.
You have a plan, but if things don't go the way you have planned,
it's not you've lost
anything. You leave it to God. God first. You know, when you plan your things and then you just tell God, take control, take the wheel, it's even easier. But when you're planning and you say 40, I want to have a land, 50s, I should not be in Kenya, I should be somewhere else, and then these things don't happen. You get frustrated. Again, you become dormant in a way.
So guys, the key is just, of course, prayer. You know, our channel is God-centered, so I will not shy away it's very much okay to have your plan and your plan and timeline and still not achieve it. It's not like now you are a bad person. It's not a death sentence. It's not like you are a failure, because that is what people tend to think, right?
Yeah. Most people, especially ladies.
Especially ladies, because I know I have my friends, even you.
Yes.
You have your age mates who maybe they are into marriage. Like there are people who would want to get married, but as at now they are not married, and maybe they are not yet settled, and so they don't even have kids. But maybe some of them, this thing is taking a toll in their mind, right? They feel like maybe they are kind of behind, and so because also we do get, especially ladies, we go through lots of pressure. We get also pressures from the society, like this person's girl is not married, you know,
even from home.
From home, you know, because I don't know how we are taken, June, in that, like let's say in a church setup, when you are a youth, we call them young adults, right? And you stay a long time before getting married. You know, there's how people feel like, I don't know, somehow, right, compared to men.
Especially for ladies, you know. For men, it's
not seen. It's like
men don't have pressure.
They don't have
marry at 50.
At 50, and they will find somebody to marry.
Just okay.
And they will find someone to marry.
At their time, at their appointed time, you know. But for us ladies, people will be like, hey, when are you getting married?
Like people literally ask you. For me, I didn't get to that point in my life, and I thank God. But for them, who maybe took quite a long time to get married. Do you know somebody has the audacity to just come and ask you, eti harusi ni lini, and things like that. And guys, we'll talk about questions that you should never ask somebody. And that is one of the questions. Somebody who you feel like, according to you, you feel like they should be getting married and they're not yet. Please don't have that audacity to go and ask them when are you going to marry them. You see,
you know that some people have a challenge. You may find someone maybe at 40 they're not married, but there's a reason behind
There's a reason. It doesn't mean that they're going to be single forever.
But again, another challenge comes in. It's okay, maybe it's not at their time. Okay? But for me, I know some few friends, some people whom we've associated with. They were like, for me, I need a mansion, I need a car, I need to be an independent lady
first.
So you end up getting all these things.
But you lack the
other part. For instance, somebody will say, me, I'll not get married before I build for my mom a home, before I do this for my family, or before I do this and this for myself. Okay, you end up doing all those things, but when you look at time, man, maybe now you are at least maybe 35-40, and then you've not gotten
that's
married.
When you are realizing that people got married and all that. So the most important also to let us strike a balance. You know, all these things are important. Careers are important, family is important. So find a way on how you can strike a balance. And just have a good plan and be prayerful. For us, we will always urge you, right? Be prayerful. I think we are here. It's spiritual. We are here because of prayers. Actually, without prayers, I don't even know where maybe ningekuwa wapi siwezi jua. So and the fact that maybe you are not at par with people whom you grew up with, it doesn't mean that now you are a failure. You're not a failure. You still have life. You can still work. Things will just fall in place. Keep working, keep searching. If it is searching for a spouse, keep searching. Don't usichoke.
Hapo kwa searching. Sometimes you have to put yourself strategically. She had to be strategic. Sometimes hata wewe unajifanya tu. Unajifanya mjinga tu kidogo, and then you get the person that you want. But ukikuwa too hard to get every time, you know,
I used to stay with my niece. She got married, and so you know, she was a young adult. You know her actually. So she would be like, hey, do you know people are struggling to get husbands and what? So that is something I need to go through. But I was like, hey, ingekuwa ni mimi eti nimefika sijui age gani, aki mimi ningekuwa natembea all the SDA churches in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Maybe I could be going every function, launching whatever. Aki, I'm presenting myself and I'm praying. Nilikuwa namwambia ningekuwa najipeleka and I pray. I take myself and pray. Yeah, so just the way
you cannot just stay where you're not noticed. Yeah, you have to make yourself strategic. You have to place yourself strategically. Yeah, so it's all about life, about also achieving what you wanted by a certain age.
Yeah,
just said it's not a death sentence.
Yeah, it's
maybe
not.
by 30 you wanted to get married, have your children, and yet it does not happen. It doesn't mean that
you're not a failure. All is not lost.
Yeah,
and so don't pressure yourself eti mimi niko 30 aki sina. Sasa wewe saa zote uko tu zile za unakuja unakuwa na hasira zingine unnecessary. You are not happy for everybody when your friends around you are maybe you become a bitter person which cannot help us. You see, so just the same way tumesema unaweza tafuta bwana upate ama partner is also even with success, like professional success. Don't sit down and think that the job will work and come to you. Just jitume tu, si ndio? Kuna watu unajua kuna people who have tarmacked maybe for 2 consecutive years or 3 consecutive years but hawajafaulu. So unajua na maybe there's that friend of theirs who graduated and immediately they got a good job. You know, our life are planned differently. Si ndio? So hata kama wewe you are in that situation, tafuta tu usichoke. Si ndio June?
Wanasema atafutae
achoki
na akichoka ashapata. So you have to, okay, life again has no balance, you know. Even when you look at your fingers, they're not the same size. They're different sizes, yeah. So maybe when you finished school, you never got a job. And there's somebody who is in school and also working at the same time, and you're like, what? You know, everybody has their timeline, yeah. So when your time comes, you will shine. But when it's other people's time, you can also clap for them as well for your time. Some people are looking for a job, yeah, they have not gotten it. Some people are looking for husbands and wives, not yet. Some people are looking for children, not yet. It means that the time frame is different.
It's quite different.
Yeah, so what you have to do, just be patient, but also strike a balance. Usikule wa sijafika 30, me I want to get married when I get to that.
To that, yeah.
So sijafika hiyo sijafika, so siwezi oleka size. Then this guy is there waiting, anafika tumalia anachoka anasema hata wejipange. So unabaki hapo kitama because of being so tough.
Yeah,
you know, ladies, we like playing hard.
Yeah, we do actually. We do.
But again, if we are playing hard, we wouldn't be here today, you know.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
Sometimes lazima ujilegeze tu kidogo.
Yeah, so kama sisi as Christians, right? As we are pro marriage, si ndio? Sisi si wale watu wenye tunasema we are not into marriage. We really are. Even our children, they are growing. I know they will grow to be in marriage. So guys, so long as you know you are doing your part. For me, what comforts me in this life, because pia life ni ngumu na staki stress. So long as I know June I'm doing my part, I don't care.
Yeah. As long as you're on the right doing the right thing and at the same time whatever you're doing is to the glory of God.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing and unafanya that part that God knows that this is my part. Yeah, if it is about like job, you know, you can just apply and keep on applying. You cannot call yourself for interview. So if you've done your part and you are praying, just wait on God.
Yeah, God is the author and finisher of everything. Just call upon him anytime. And okay, so just to conclude on that, we're talking about age and achievement. So we said there is no harm in case maybe you didn't achieve what you wanted to achieve by age 20, 30, 40 or 50. There's no harm. There's totally no harm. What you need to do is that just pray to God to give you a grace, to give you grace, to give you to help you to number your days. When you know how to number your days, then it's possible for you to know that there's still time for you to achieve. You know, there's a time I used to listen to some people speaking somewhere, and they're like, a fool at 40 is a fool forever, you know. So people have that mentality of things that if I don't achieve something by age 30, then I will never achieve it. You know, we are very privileged. We are so blessed, yeah. There's somebody who is in the same position as you. I'm somebody who wants to be in the same position as you. you are crying that by this age I don't have this, here there's somebody somewhere and I wish angekuwa tuna the same opportunity. Somebody somewhere hana hata hiyo miguu, hana hiyo mikono, hana nini health. You know they say having good health
is well, is already.
So if you've not achieved these things by this age or the age that you had planned,
you're not a failure.
You're not a failure. Just ask God to give you more grace and more time to achieve what you wanted. Even at 50, you can still achieve. Let me tell you something. You know this guy, the KFC guy. He achieved what he wanted, but then he aliachana nazo zote at the same time. Cause amezeeka. He achieved what he wanted at a very, very, very mature age. He was already old. So there's no harm. You can achieve something maybe at 70 also.
At 70.
Maybe not something at 25, but you end up achieving it at 80. There's no harm. You have generations to come. Even the Bible says that you should leave wealth for even your fourth generation. So there's no harm. Even if you achieve what you wanted at 70, just thank God for that and you say all is well. All is well. It is well with my soul.
So watu wangu hakuna pressure, by the way. Usipelekwe na pressure vitu zenye you like things that you cannot, they're not in your hands, they're in somebody's hands. So pressure ya age and whatever achievements, we cannot have it all together according to our plan. Sindio? So sasa June tumesha kuwa na pressure, like maybe sasa tushapata bwana ama bibi. Do you know there's another pressure in marriage? Guys, we are not going to talk about marriage because marriage is a huge topic and we will get one speaker. We'll have a very nice conversation about it later. But today tunapitia tu like hapo kwa marriage. Pia unajua kuna pressure. There's a pressure.
Marriage kuna pressure zake. Sometimes
so you are married, by then for how many years, or is it an intimate question you didn't want to open up? If you still do not want to open, it's okay.
No, it's 4.
It's 4. And for me, I'm old in marriage. I'm around 7 years in marriage. At 4 years, have you maybe encountered pressure in marriage in terms of also achievement still and age? Have you encountered any pressure?
Okay, when you get into marriage, really pressure. I wanted to get married when I have this or I've achieved this, but now I'm in marriage and I've not achieved what I wanted. So there's that pressure of still I want to achieve these things, But there are other obstacles that come in marriage. There are children, husband is there, so there are things that you'll have to let go slowly. Or you postpone
and let God be. Let go and let God be. Don't even bother.
There's a time our pastor was telling us that this lady alikuwa ameoleka, and then her plan was that apate at least akue na boys na
girls, like maybe 2 boys, 2 girls.
Kaza kafika 8, number 8 no boy, number 9 10. The 11th one ndiye alitokea kwa boy. So yeye alikuwa like after meza ndiye atapelekwa wapi? Shule. So you see, for her she was like, my husband is going to marry me and then he'll take me to school, I will complete my education, all that. But it didn't happen the way
he had planned.
Or she had planned. So you realize that after all this pressure, first of all, you want to get kids, at the same time you want to achieve, maybe you want to do your master's
and all that.
There are so many things that happen in marriage. For instance, maybe you want to travel abroad, right? And maybe it's only for you. You have to leave your family behind. You go alone. There's a big risk in that. Because 2 years is a long time. And we know of course marriage there's intimacy part of that. So how are you going to fulfill that for 2 good years? You cannot say that we are going to suppress the hormones or something
and all that.
So there's that pressure.
For me, I've been in marriage for 7 good years, and I'm not saying that I have pressure, but I feel like there's things that now I really need to achieve them, because I've been in marriage long enough, So for us, from where we come from, we are Luos. There's this thing we call it in Kijalu kugolo dala, like you move from your my father-in-law's home. I have my those things are kind of can give somebody pressure, because you feel like I've been married for maybe 15 years, I don't have my own home, I need to have my, you know, there are pressures. That is one pressure. And there's also pressure of maybe just investments. And we have, by the pressure that is going on right now in Nairobi is to have your own home in Nairobi.
Kapload.
You don't Kamulu wapi na wapi na wapi, you know. So those are still pressures that we encounter. You know, there's so many pressure of maybe taking your children to good schools and competing with your friends, you know,
adding children, you know,
even having more children. But you realize that when you are in marriage, by then marriage humbles you. Marriage really do humble you. If you didn't know, just know. Like for example, let me say I want to make sure that I have that home of mine, right? But right now I have a teenager who is in grade 8. He's soon going to go to Form 1. Which one comes first?
Priority
now priority. Sasa I will not go have my home and my like my son is not in high school. I need to pay their fees. So there's that pressure that also, even after you are in marriage, there's still pressure that comes with it. But just the way we handle the other pressure, it's just good planning.
The another thing about adding more children, you know, somebody is like, your baby is now big. Why don't you just add
and guys, just a minute, unajua watu tukwe two people who are elite in a way. Na like, let's just carry ourselves like watu wenye wanajijua. You cannot just come and tell somebody to add a child. Are you going to pay that child school fees? Everybody has their own plan. Maybe you have had one child for some time now, and people have come to you to tell you,
like, you need to add a sister, a brother,
or a brother.
That your kid needs another brother.
One day, Junu will handle questions that you should not ask somebody unless you are so close to them. Sisi unakutana na mtu chachu unaanza kuambia kai Junu mtoto wako ni mkubwa, so ongeza mtoto mwingine.
Wapi sister?
Au unangoja
ati ongeza sister. Then you're like my friend, there's a lot of obligation that you just don't go adding kids the way
so maybe it's also a pressure. It can even come from your parents or from his parents,
but me feel there's more pressure from the society even more than from my family, you know, because family, they know, you know, you can tell them it's this way, but you cannot go explaining yourself to everybody that this is what I'm doing,
Isabel, I'm not ready yet
until this watu wanaenda na pesa yao, kila mtu na pesa yake.
So guys, marriage has pressures. So if we talk about achievement and pressure and age, it's like we're going to talk about every bit of it, because even if we'll talk up to when we get old, we will still have pressure and age, because even our parents, they have pressures of mtoto wa fulani ako ngambo, mtoto wa fulani ako na Prado TX, wangu hana watoto, you know,
anaenda university.
Anaenda university. So pressure is everywhere, like in every aspect of life. There's pressure of achieving, pressure of having it all together. But just the way June said, we just need to let everything flow tu kivyake. Bora tu tukwe tu tumefanya part yetu. Even in marriage, for them, maybe wenye wanaona maybe wajatoa boma and all that, see it sasa wewe you are a failure in that marriage. Your time is going to come and you are going to achieve everything. Maybe you are still taking your kids to school. Kila mtu ako na plan yake, ama
people have their plans and they have their priorities. Maybe my priority is different with yours, and then you sit there and be like, why are you not doing this? Why don't you do this? My priorities are different.
Very different.
Maybe for me, I want first to school my kids. Yes, I want to school my siblings first before I get that mansion. But for you, maybe your priority is getting a mansion. There's someone who is telling
me, which is not bad, guys. Go get a mansion, but don't have pressure.
There's someone who is telling me, maybe when I get my first job, the only thing I want is a car. And then, you know, I have to have my own priority. And for me, I was like, maybe I can upload my Lini shower. That's what I want. Then, you see, these things are different. What you want now when maybe you get a job is different. What you want after school is different.
It's different.
Somebody may say, me after school I want married. Even they don't think of a job.
They
say, job itanipata tu mbele.
Nikiwa na bwana ama bibi and all that.
So you know, another pressure is about finance in marriage. There's the financial part of it. Because you'll find maybe you're earning more than your
My
husband.
partner.
Yeah, than your partner. Then there's that pressure of you need to do this. You know, sasa ikifika point yenye yeye anapata mingi ama wewe ndio unapata mingi, there are things even you want to change in the house.
Of course, because
Yes.
money come with,
Yeah.
of course, class. Let me just say class. It's
Yeah.
definitely come with class.
Yeah.
Taste it, you'll see.
Yeah. So the problem comes in when you have the money. Today you wake up and you say, I want to change the whole house.
Yeah.
But you don't even
I'm at
consider
the
that.
estate.
Yeah, you don't even consult your husband because now you have money. You know, that's pressure.
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of it all, it may make you people to have a hard time. Even it may break down your communication
And
because
all
you
that.
like now you are the head of the family. You have money. We have seen people whereby maybe the husband didn't have a job, and then the lady was providing, or the other way. And then when this person gets money, now we start realizing their true character.
Yeah.
They'll come home at 11 p.m. and you
all
will
that.
do nothing. You will not tell them
Nothing.
anything because they have money. You want to watch the TV and they're like, me, I want to watch this program. Everybody to buy their own TV because you are the one who bought the TV. No, like you can also buy your own TV and go watch it in the bedroom, you know.
Yeah.
So the financial aspect of it also
Is also key.
It's very key.
Yeah. So they are friends, but they're not necessarily friends, but they are people who maybe they achieve whatever they have planned within the timeline.
Yeah.
They have that grace. I have a friend who before we were staying in the same place and she was like, when I get to 30, I want to have my own place. Like and maybe I just want to improve in my my career and all that. And true to it, at 30 by the way, she had gotten a plot and she had built, and right now she's staying in her own like home and all that. But that one worked for them. So if maybe ningekuwa I don't understand myself better, I will be like pinching myself and maybe just telling myself, what's wrong with you? Why are we not in our own compound and all that? Because yake imeenda through. So it depends. It doesn't mean that everybody they will have a delay, but also it doesn't mean that everybody watapata the way they've planned. Yeah. So that's why life is unique and everything, you know. Venye imefanyika kwa June, it doesn't mean itanifanyia hivyo and all that. Yeah, so you just keep on keeping on.
I remember just recently there's somebody who took TikTok by storm. She had posted someone that she had acquired her own home, and it was a mansion, just a big mansion. And then when people are realizing this lady is very young, so people like, hey, you're very young and you've achieved these things at this age. So kuna kwa ile jealousy part of that.
Yeah.
I am 40, I am 50, and this girl is just 20.
Yeah.
And she's having this mansion, she's driving, she has all these things. Kuna kwa na that pressure of, hey, these small people are achieving more than
the older ones. We millennials, the Gen Z.
But we have to realize also, if we look at our parents, they didn't live the same life we're living today.
Even the one we are living in, right?
Yeah, for us sasa sisi watu tumefunguka macho na tunajipanga.
And if you watch my previous video, it talks a little bit about what June is.
Because our parents during their time they were like, me I have 10 kids, I have 10 girls. That is wealth, you know. So for them they didn't invest in mini wealth, like this wealth.
Investments like the kujenga and all that.
And buying the cars kununua zile Nissan za kuleta pesa. They didn't do that because they had focused that if I have 10 girls, this is dowry, this is money, this is
everything.
You know, everything.
Yeah.
But for us, we're looking at it that I have children, I need to ensure that they have something, even for their fourth generation if possible, you know. So we are more enlightened. For now, you know, during that time they never did even the family planning thing. They were like, hizo tunafanya nini? Kesho anaamka mwingine hapo kwa mgongo, mwingine hapo kwa tumbo, mwingine
utakuwa hata umezeeka.
Things are different, but for us we're going with our plan. Like for me, by this age I don't want to have like this number of kids. I want to get kids when I get at this point. This is when I can give them the best life
according
for
to
me. I say I cannot give my son the same life that I was given. I want the best, the best.
There will be no growth.
Even if when we used to run for top player, that top player. I just don't want any other thing.
Yeah.
The best.
Because June, I feel like sasa if maybe my children they just go to the like they get the same thing I got. Now where is the growth in my generation?
Where's the difference?
Iko wapi growth? There's no
We need
growth.
to set standards.
Exactly.
We need to set them.
To our best level, you know,
Yeah.
the whatever we can achieve.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So make sure the life you're living today is not the same life. I'm a worse life than what you had before.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So make sure that at least you are more enlightened. You more planned. Yeah. You plan for these things, but you let God
Be.
Yeah.
But the key is planning, guys. Even
Yeah.
God was a good planner. If you see how He created everything,
In day
He
one
really did
up to
plan.
day 7, he had a plan.
Yeah.
And he had plan also to rest.
Yeah.
For
Really.
some of us, we just want, I want this by this age. When are you going to rest also?
Sure. And by the time we are carried by pressures of the world,
Yeah.
the devil is not even away because he will also now bring that pressure, the disease. You will have it.
You'll have your money, but again, you have disease that you use your money to
Yeah, because the other time we had a workshop at our workplace, and the guy told us that people really have good retirement program and plan, but they end in terms of billions and millions and billions, but they end up using this money to treat themselves.
Yeah.
So you know they remain with like they
remain
become
poor
like
somehow.
poorless retirees,
Yeah.
which is not the fun. So and these things we develop them at our this age, you know. We are around with the millennials. If we don't take care of what our thoughts and even what we eat and everything, then maybe the time we are going to retire, we will use whatever we've gathered to treat ourselves, which is also not going to be.
There's a time we were making a joke that you've gotten all that you wanted. Ama maybe for some have gotten what they wanted, but for some they don't have it. Because God is like, huyu nikimpatia pesa, huyu atashinda tu kukula chipo na kuku. And they get sick. At the end of it all, you end up getting many lifestyle diseases.
Yeah,
and
and they are very expensive.
you just die like that. So God is like, I'm limiting this person. Acha nimetain hapo kwa sukuma,
Managu asitoke hapo.
Nikimtoa tu hapo.
Utakuwa umeharibu mambo.
Yeah.
So June, let me just ask, because I tend to think otherwise, but I just want to see your perspective and your thought, and then I'll bring about mine. Do you think there's a positive like pressure of achieving something? Do you think there's a positive one?
Yes, there's positive pressure. Positive pressure is when you don't look at what will people say, what do people think about me by this age I've not achieved this. And you go with your pace. Time yako. That is the best achievement you can ever give to yourself. But if you're looking at, oh, my mom will say this, oh, my husband will say this, oh, my friends will say this, you will not have a positive achievement.
Yeah,
you need to have that in mind, that you're doing things for yourself, not for people to see or for show off. If it's for show off, again, you'll end up having pressure and depression.
Yeah, so June, I don't know, whatever I'm thinking, I tend to think that the age that we are in right now, this is our energetic age, like it is the most productive age. Like when we are done with this age, maybe we will not be as productive as we were at this age. So I feel like we really need to make good use of this age, you know. By the time, because even job recruitment, you hear them, they say from maybe 45 and below or 50 and below. So like the time that we have, we really need to use it wisely and make the best out of it. What do you think?
Yeah, okay, I can say not only even this age only. You see, when we were growing, there are ages that were significant to us, you know. Maybe you miss your teen times, you know. Maybe una miss your 20s, maybe una miss your 30s and your 40s, because maybe when you were there you didn't do much. You know, kuna there's a time and season for everything. Yeah, there are things that unapata mama mzee sasa saizi ndiye anangangana kufanya vitu zenye mtu wa 20 years anafaa kufanya juu hakufanya. So me I'll say enjoy every step of your life, every age,
and make good
use of it. Come opportunity na come, use it to the maximum.
Yeah,
I know most of us we've gotten most of these opportunities, but tumezi misuse in a way that we didn't have that mind. Juu saizi ukirudishwa nyuma unasema aki ningekuwa tu ile time.
Like I miss my maybe around 18, 12,
unasema tu rewind tu kidogo, rewind. yeah, if today maybe I was taken back to my 18,
Yeah.
this is what I would have done
With this brain, I'm
with this
telling
brain,
you.
I'm like,
Maybe
this
hata
is what I've
ningeenda
done.
degree somewhere outside
Yeah.
the country and
Ndio
all
nasema
that.
by this time hata ningekuwa nimesha achieve, ningekuwa na hadi na PhD. But now because of, unajua when you're a certain age, I don't know what happens. I think also company matters.
Company.
The company that you have, the friends that you have, if they are not people who broaden their minds, you'll not grow.
You'll not grow.
Yeah.
If so, you need to have friends that make you grow, motivate you. Your circle is really your network is your net worth, definitely. So we want to wrap up our video today, and so June you'll give us your talking thoughts, like with the fear of God, definitely, and yeah, we are concluding.
Yeah. So what I say is that there is that pressure that comes with age. You want to achieve something by a certain time, but all you have is your plan. Let God direct your plans. Yeah. In His time, He will make things beautiful. If you're now 40 and you wanted to do something at 30 and you didn't achieve, God will give you that grace. Just pray for good health and for more grace. Yeah. So that you age gracefully. Yeah. As we also wait upon the Lord. You know. Yeah. So don't have that pressure. Pressure ya maisha hii maisha isikupe pressure. Enda na pesi yako. Don't listen too much of what people say. Ama look at people at this age they have achieved this. Me at my age even I don't have that even currently. No, don't look at what people say, what people have achieved. Enda na pesi yako and let God guide your steps. Above everything, put God first. Life is spiritual. All you need to do is just pray and let God align your plans, yeah, and make them beautiful at His own appointed time.
Wow. Yeah. So guys, that was it from us, and I hope you enjoyed our conversation. Please stay tuned for more of such. We will be having different guests, and if in case you have a topic you'd want us to handle, you can still comment down. We will handle it. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll just still continue to ask you to subscribe and support this channel. Let's learn together. Let's change our perspective. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.